is this? Tabletop Island, huh? Let's see what this is all about.
Hi everyone, I'm Zeus, your leader, and for today's order of business, build Santorini and make it the most beautiful island one has ever seen. But I'll make it interesting for you guys. The first to build 3 stories high and stand on it wins. But wait, there's more. You must move only 1 space and build only 1 level per turn, unless your ability grants changes. This also includes moving up levels. Now to keep it spicy, you can add a dome to an opponent's 3rd level, making it impossible to stand on. I'm sure you guys will get creative. Have fun!
Welcome to Tabletop Island. I'm Bernardo, your host, and today we're going to be talking about the game Santorini by Roxley Games. In this game, fantastic. The presentation on the board, amazing. In fact, you're going to notice I'm a big fan of boards that look great on the table, and this, no different. So the competitive aspect of it is great. It does say it's between 2 to 4 players, and I see a lot of people saying it's not really meant for 4. You're wrong. I think it's a great 4-player game. In fact, here is the difference that we see. Actually, a good friend of mine that was playing with us really pointed it out and it brought it to my attention, and I definitely felt like he was correct on that. So a 2-player game, you're both inside of your heads and you have to kind of outskill your opponent by playing 2 workers. And you don't really communicate that to them. You're silent the entire time in a sense, and obviously your gods have abilities which are out in the open, so you understand where they can go with it. But again, it's back and forth, not saying too much and trying to outsmart your opponent. With 4 people, I'm not too sure with 3, I think it'd be a little weird. I didn't bother looking at it. But for the 4-player, it's unique because you're not only trying to outsmart your opponent, but you're working with someone, and unless they can verbally communicate or use body language to communicate with you, you're kind of lost. You both have different minds, and I think it's cool that you almost openly have to communicate your strategy, and then everyone else has to gear it a little bit and say, oh, okay, so they're doing this, let's see if we can work around that. The abilities with some of the other characters, it really shows how well thought out this game is. The game is very balanced. I think the strategy to it is really cool. How it looks, amazing. In fact, while you're sitting there stacking to try to build, the board is coming to life and you're building Santorini right in front of your eyes. Obviously, it's not the exact, but it looks amazing. There was an original of this game, and then it got revamped into this amazing board that we have now. It's worth mentioning, but the new version, amazing. Everything that they changed was well worth it. And it is a little pricey, I'll admit. The game goes for around $50. They give you a lot. And the gameplay, again, it's amazing. The competitive aspect of it isn't too complex, so it's really easy to teach. You really have to dive in, so it's not really something you can throw out all the rules and expect them to get it. You can get the foundation, but for the gameplay and understanding the competitive nature on how it interacts with opponents, you're really going to have to find that out by diving in. I do want to go over another thing outside of the build for this being amazing. The instructions, well put together. Again, you're going to notice me talking a lot about instructions moving forward because I think it's important. There's a lot of games out there that have crazy instructions and I don't follow them. These completely straightforward. Everything was laid out perfectly. The pictures correlated really well, and it was like a single fold-out sheet. Most of the instructions were figuring out the god's abilities and the details of them. For the most part, it was all on one side, and it's great, easy to follow. Money, well worth it, because everything you get with it is quality, and it's all makes sense. It isn't something to where they just throw out all these things and they expect you to pay because they decided to revamp it with all these high-quality models. This game, very needed, and the visual communication that the game builds, well worth it. I do think you should check it out. Again, there will be a link in the description if you're interested for all your Amazon Prime needs. But that is all I have for you guys today. Again, it's a very simple game. It doesn't take too long. I would say maybe an hour. If you're just learning it, maybe an hour and a half. Again, Monday is our regular reviews. Wednesday is our weekly updates, and on Friday is our vintage board game reviews. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any notifications, please hit the bell up there somewhere. I do appreciate any feedback you guys leave. I'm trying to make these videos more and more outrageous, but that is all I have for you guys today. See you guys next time.